Greetings. This is your host, Michaela Rena of Wednesday Moon. Join me each week as we learn the energy of the daily tarot reading coupled with the elements of food to help assist in our evolution, happiness,
Greetings, it's Wednesday
and personal
Moon
well-being.
with your host, Michaela Rena Tendati Yashe. Well, welcome to my kitchen tarot.
So the sun is out beautiful. I'm going to say there's a little bit of overcast here in Houston. However, I am thinking about, and I'll probably do it, go lay under the sun so that I can just soak in that beautiful radiant sunlight. The beautiful thing is that we end up getting a beautiful tan even when the sun isn't fully exposed. So remember, just because the sun isn't always there doesn't mean that, or that we can see it readily, doesn't mean that you're not receiving the benefits from it. Absolutely, you need to be outside. So I am going to make a salad with some red leaf lettuce, some tomatoes, and onion with some kale. That's what I'm going to do. And make myself a delightful, beautiful salad. So, and we know all of these properties that we've talked about earlier, which we've got the red onion. The onion is definitely protective. We've got the tomato, that is the restoration of the heart, feeling abundant. Also, it is taking care of the heart. It has elements that actually is very, very good for your blood. I'm going to add some avocado in that. I'm going to make it a little spicy, a little jalapeno in there with some radishes. So the jalapeno is definitely add a little spice to my life. So I'm just, some things are just so obvious. And of course, there's some other things, protective things, especially with the jalapeno. And then, of course, mushrooms. So we're dealing with grounding, stability, and of course they're magical. So in itself, these are really great elements, and I'm gonna just whip myself up a beautiful salad and take it on out to the beach. And I'm going to sprinkle a little rosemary on my salad. So, and that rosemary is just such a beautiful twist of an herb that just gives the taste on the tongue something inviting. And so that's what I'm going to do. And with that. So in the meantime, I pulled 3 cards today. Whew, goodness. So the card that I pulled, which is just lets you know that energy works the way it does, it flew out. I could not even control this. The card was a jumper. And it is this card. It is the 4 of Cups. Now, yesterday we had this just like this. And now it's right here. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. Then the next card that I received is, excuse me, the 4 of Swords. However, it is reversed. See that? That's a great card. Okay. And the next card, I love this, especially on a Friday. Oh my goodness. And Friday, what is so amazing about this day is that it is Venus. It is the day of Venus. It's the day of love. So you should act upon that. Now watch what card pops up. 3 of Swords reversed. Wow. There's a lot of stuff going on this weekend. I love it. I notice the energy spans over 3 days every single time I do a reading. That's just the way that I notice the energy is transitioning. So, but it is so magical. It's so wonderful. So let's talk about that. I'm going to talk about it while I prepare my salad for the day. Very good. So, just one moment. So I want to talk about that 4 of Cups. That 4 of Cups right there is so interesting. Let me go ahead and get I'm right here. Let me get my apron. Very good. Okay. So, very good. So now that 4 of Cups, it showed up yesterday. It reversed. And so, and it was a past tense card. It was something that had been in the last 3 days that had occurred. And so therefore you were literally picking up the pieces of a loss. Some emotional imbalance, some relationship assessment. However, now we've got the Four of Cups, and Spirit has rolled itself in on a cloud. There you go. So this right here, I see that you assessed the circumstance and turned it into something that favors your advantage, and that was being the fact that you had to recognize what strategy you needed to use just for you to cope. So this is a great card that lets me know that in that last 3 days, after dealing with that loss, that emotional unrest, and then picking up the pieces, that now you have effectively begin to see what other options you have, and that you are not limited. Matter of fact, even though you have 3 options at the bottom, they just keep coming in. It's like your ideas keep coming in, and you're beginning to see your relationships at a whole nother level, which is what I see right there. It's at a whole nother level. This is friends. This is a relationship. And interestingly enough, and why am I saying that? I'm going to say someone has probably entered into your life. It's a person. And yeah, it's a person. And they're on a whole nother level, and they're offering refreshment, literally something that's different than you've ever experienced before. You are now seeing that, and that is part of the energy that is rolling through. So I love that card. The second card is the Four of Swords. Now let's look at this card this way. Okay, so let's discuss that. That is so interesting. That Four of Swords right there. Yeah. So this is a person that literally is, I'm just gonna say, stuck in a place of meditation, and that's not a bad thing. So it's not a bad card. Normally, when you see that the person is in a place of contemplation, meditation, they need to assess their resources. They're not jumping to conclusions real quick. They've had to go deep to rectify some matters that maybe they've just made some wrong steps, and they have to clear that up. And so that is that card. Matter of fact, I will say that the fact that card popped up, you were probably involved or connected to somebody that began to retreat in their thought. If it's not you, it's somebody that you know, and kind of left you hanging up in the air, per se, because they had to take some time to meditate. They had to take time to think things over. And that's okay too. And whatever comes of it is to your benefit and their benefit. However, it doesn't mean that just because they did that whatever it is that they're contemplating works out to their favor or your favor. It just means that now things are being able to be assessed properly. Okay. However, now the card is reversed. So that is the card that says get up, take action. You've done your thinking. Matter of fact, you don't need to keep thinking or mulling it over. Like, it's at a place where you look at it and you go, wow, this is exactly what it is. This is exactly the way it feels. And I need to make a move on that. And so therefore you need to get up off that bed and get out of the contemplative state of activity, if that's an activity. It is. But but you need to now start taking action on the things that you've been thinking about. Okay, so that is what that is about. So I'm chopping up this beautiful lettuce. I'm making enough for 4 servings. I think that's good. So this is beautiful. And I have already taken care of this lettuce, prepared it prior, cleaning it. So you see me lettuce, nice and green. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the kale. And the kale I chop up a little fine because kale can tend to be really, I want to show it to you. I love this kale. Kale can tend to be really rough. It's a very heavy and firm green. So that is my kale. Isn't that beautiful? That's a pretty bouquet. Anyways, I am craving flowers. I really am. Like, I want flowers. I want my house filled with flowers. I want my um I want plants. For my birthday, people were sending me love offerings, and so I went and got these beautiful plants because I didn't want the flowers to wither and then I have to throw them away or save them and then use the petals for some sort of, potion or something. But what I wanted was an everlasting memory. So that's why I got plants, so that I could always remember the gifts that people had sent to me on my special day, which is September 7th. I began my solar return into this new year. It's the beginning of my new year, and I am, oh my gosh, it just keeps getting better and better and better. So anyways, I've got a little bit of kale, and I'm going to put that in there. Okay, so now let's get into that third card. That third card is Three of Swords. Now, first of all, we already know the swords has a lot to do with the way you're thinking. Okay, swords has to do with the intellect of the mind, and I find it interesting is that is the theme today because I have 2 out of 3 cards that are swords, and the 2 out of 3 cards that are moving into swords actually have to do with today, present, and then moving forward. Okay, so you're going to definitely be in your mind space. However, that 3 of Hearts, I just love it. That means that you are really letting go. You're letting go of conditions. You are letting go of fear. You're letting go of worry or limitations. You're letting go. You're just letting it go. And I like that. Now, I will say, because it's in your mind, just one second, please. I have to put that on silent. But that was an answer. Yes. My phone is another mini communicator. So, okay, so in the last couple of days, it could have been a relationship, and I'm going to say it's a relationship because it is heart. There's a heart there. And then the first card is cups. So we're dealing with emotion. We're dealing with, the place of the heart, feelings. Okay, emotions and feelings, which they interact differently. So I will say emotions, you may be interacting slightly without thought. You're just in the expression of raw energy. And feelings is the intellectual part of being able to verbalize the energy that is within your body, so that it is now healing. So feelings are definitely an intellectual process, whereas emotions is just raw energy. When somebody's being emotional, aka being, when they're overactive in their emotions. So anyway, so I just wanted to bring that piece out, because the card is reversed. So that card says that today and in the next 3 days, you are going to enjoy full expression of releasing the conditions. Like, just you're just gonna have the opportunity to fully be all in. Wow, that's a great card. That's the hit I'm getting. And I'm definitely going to say it can be business related. It can be business related. It can be connected to, I'm going to say, school, education. However, I'm definitely in the way of feeling that this has to do with a person. This definitely has to do with a person, as opposed to an organization of people. So that's really good. Now the card, this particular card, because I'm using the Rider-Waite, this particular card, if you notice that there are these clouds, it's a gray sky, the clouds are at the bottom. So what I want to say about that is that you have evolved. Your mind is evolving. It's lifting from the dreary, the pain, the hurt, the confusion. You are rising above it. You can see it, you get it, you know what the message is, and you're letting go. And you're letting go of past conditions that have created that worry and that frustration and that place of lack of clarity where you felt confused, you couldn't see, frustration. You're evolving above that. Your mind has now thought it through, and your mind and your heart are elevating. And now you can rise above certain things and truly benefit from them. And so then that might look like, if you're in a relationship in the past, a lot of times, of course, we know it shapes the way that we move in the future. And so therefore, sometimes our mates or the new person might suffer for the pain that you have dealt with in the past. And so what I'm going to say, that card is saying, let it go and enjoy the newness of whatever that's supposed to be. Like if it's a business relationship, let go of many past sort of dealings that you had that you felt that you had a lack of trust in. Let that go. So that's trust issues. Let that go and let that person or that experience give you its fullest gift and expression for that experience. Like, enjoy that person, not attached to any baggage, any pain from the past. And first of all, it's not fair to yourself. It's not fair to the person that is now diving in with you, whatever it is, that all of a sudden you're connected to. Now, if you're single, I will tell you, because I like to make application, there is someone, and that doesn't mean that it's a love relationship. It just means that there is something or someone coming into your life that is a new experience. And instead of holding the grudge of the past, of old things that happened that to shape the new experience, release that and then literally love the new experience. Like, for the moment that you're in, relish in that. For the moment you were in, like, breathe it in. Just take in joy of that experience. And it will produce better experiences. Because what you were thinking here produces your future. And that is powerful. Okay? So, of course, we have the affirmation of the day. So I'm going to make sure that I give that to you. I was chopping up these radishes right here. Oh my gosh, this salad is pretty. I love it. Okay, let me get my tomatoes. I want the firmer tomato. So I've got the affirmation that you are going to say for the next 3 days. 3 times 3 times 3. Let me just finish chopping up these tomatoes. This is the heart, right? Ooh, look at this. I'm chopping tomatoes. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to show you like this, right? And isn't that what this card is? Oh, look at that. So okay, I'm going to show you. So, of course, I'm chopping, and this is the way it's chopping, right? Like this, and that's that's still going right through that heart. Oh my gosh, everything is everything. I just love it. It just amazes me when things like that happen, and they're so not planned. I mean, I just allow the energy to flow. I kid you not, I do not say the night before, what am I going to make tomorrow? I just don't. Okay, I might say, what's in my refrigerator? What do I need to get rid of? However, it is not pre-planned. I let the energy, the spirit really direct how that day is going to go. And the cards are just right on time. Okay, and that is why this is called Kitchen Tarot. Okay, so the affirmation is, you allow genuine friendships and love to enter your living experience with welcome arms now. Yes, this is true. I allow genuine friendship and love to enter my living experience with welcome arms now. Ashe, Oshe, Ashe. Very well. That's a powerful affirmation there. Wow. And I'm just chopping tomatoes and all this good stuff and putting it in my salad. Oh gosh. I love my kitchen. So anyways, I want you to have a magnificent Friday. This is a beautiful day. Just so that you know, happy birthday to everyone that is a September baby. I'm a Virgo baby. I think I'm going to start saying that to people at the beginning of the month. Happy birthday to you. Happy solar return. And oh my gosh, this year is fascinating. So I'm just going to today's date is September 9th, 2016. I was about to say 1916. Woo, what does that mean? That's a message. Okay, so everybody, when I get hits like that, that means you got to go look that up. So today's energy in numerology is a number 9. So that's the hit. I don't know what it's about, but that's a good thing. Which deals with ending cycles. So that means you're putting past baggage. You're just releasing it all, and you are diving in. You are just loving it, and you are enjoying the swim, and you're enjoying the water, and you're enjoying the sun. All of it. All of it. So, with that being said, you have an amazing weekend. I am. And have fun. And if you would like to learn more about tarot, please, 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 please go to my website. That is wednesdaymoon.info. You'll see it spelled below right there. And go click on Learn Tarot. And join one of my classes because we have a lot of fun. I've got another class right now. They're my Virgo babies and my Virgo Tarot class. And so if you would like to join the Virgo class for this month, oh, I'd love to just have you in there. Thank you so very much for watching this segment. You have an amazing weekend. Have fun. Stay safe. I know you're safe. And I will see you on Monday. Moonday, Luna, Monday. Ashe.